The beach was loud with summer confidence, music from portable speakers, laughter carried by the wind, the sharp sound of a volleyball hitting open palms. She came with friends after work, still half in city mode, shoes in hand, sleeves rolled up, unsure if she even wanted to play. Beach volleyball had never been her thing. Too much sand, too many people watching, too many chances to mess up publicly. He was already there, barefoot, sunburned shoulders, arguing playfully with his team about whose fault the last point was. To him, this was freedom, sweat, movement, competition without consequences. They ended up on opposite sides of the net by accident. Teams formed quickly, unevenly, without strategy. Someone tossed her the ball and told her to serve. She hesitated, laughed nervously, then hit it harder than expected. The ball flew cleanly over the net. Cheers followed. Surprise flickered across her face. He noticed. Not in a dramatic way, just a quiet recognition that she wasn't as unsure as she thought. The game continued, chaotic and imperfect. Sand flew everywhere. People slipped, argued, celebrated. Winning didn't matter as much as staying in the moment. Between points, they exchanged quick comments, encouragement, jokes, light teasing. Nothing personal. Nothing forced. Just the rhythm of play creating connection without conversation. At one point, she dove for the ball and missed completely, ending up face down in the sand. Laughter erupted. She groaned, then laughed too. He offered a hand to help her up, and when she took it, something small but noticeable shifted. Eye contact held a second longer. Smiles softened. As the sun dropped lower, the game slowed. Teams changed, people drifted away, but they stayed. Playing together now, not against each other. Communication mattered more. Short calls. Shared glances. Trust. They lost track of the score entirely. When the game finally ended, they collapsed onto the sand, breathing hard, skin warm, minds quiet. Someone passed around cold drinks. Music softened. The beach felt less like a stage and more like a shared space. They talked then, really talked. About work, about why they came, about how strange it was that movement made honesty easier. She admitted she usually avoided team sports because she hated feeling watched. He said the beach was the only place where competition didn't feel like pressure. Listening to each other felt natural, as if the game had already broken the ice. When it was time to leave, neither rushed. He asked if she played often. She said no, then paused, and added that she might start. Later, walking away with sand still clinging to their skin, both felt the same quiet realization. It hadn't been about the game or the score. It was about shared effort, shared laughter, shared presence. Beach volleyball didn't give them a dramatic beginning. It gave them something better, a moment where nothing was curated, nothing was filtered, and connection happened mid-play, barefoot, imperfect, and real. They met again the following week without calling it a plan. A message sent late in the afternoon, casual and unpretentious, asking if anyone was playing at the beach again. She showed up earlier this time, already barefoot, already warmed up, as if she didn't want to arrive feeling unsure. He noticed immediately. Not just that she came, but how she moved, more confident, less apologetic, laughing easily when the sand slipped under her feet. The game began the same way as before, messy and loud, but something between them felt steadier now. They communicated without thinking, adjusted positions instinctively, trusted each other with the ball. Winning still didn't matter, but connection did. After the game, they stayed longer than everyone else. The beach entered slowly, the sky turning soft and pink, the air cooler against sun-worn skin. They sat side by side, drawing lines in the sand without noticing, talking about things that felt surprisingly easy to share. She spoke about how hard it was to let herself be bad at something in front of others, how she carried pressure even into places meant for rest. He admitted that competition was the only place he felt allowed to be fully present, because effort mattered more than perfection there. They didn't analyze each other. They listened. That felt new. Weeks passed, and beach volleyball became a quiet ritual. Not every meeting was perfect. Some days the game was frustrating, moods were off, words came out wrong. But instead of pulling away, they stayed. They learned how to handle small conflicts in the sand, how to laugh them off, how to apologize without drama. Outside the beach, their connection expanded, short walks after games, late dinners with salty hair and tired bodies, conversations that didn't need urgency. They didn't rush into labels. They didn't avoid them either. They let things take shape naturally, the same way the game had taught them to move, responsive, grounded, aware. One evening, after a particularly long match, she looked at the net, the empty court, the scattered footprints already being erased by the wind. She said quietly that she liked who she was here, less guarded, less careful, more alive. He nodded and said the beach had a way of taking things people pretended not to carry and laying them out in the open. Standing there together, watching the light fade, they understood that what they were building didn't need a dramatic origin story. It grew from effort, presence, and shared rhythm. The sand didn't keep score. The waves didn't remember mistakes. And somewhere between serves, laughter, and long silences, they found something that lasted beyond the game. Not because they tried to make it special, but because they showed up, again and again, willing to play, willing to stay, willing to let connection form without forcing it.